How do I know, how do people know what I say is true when it comes to my research? There I ask, when I work with graduate students, I ask them to leave aside truth and work more toward a trustworthiness. So how do people reading my book or journal articles, how do they trust what it is that I'm saying? And there's a number of ways in which people can assess the strength of my claims. One is through my evidentiary base. What evidence have I looked at to make the claims that I'm making? Have I used a variety of sources instead of just one singular source? Have I scrutinized my primary sources in a way that was honest, sincere, and adds to the integrity and the trustworthiness of my claims? Another way in which people can assess my trustworthiness or the honesty of my research is asking, how did I use my secondary sources? Was I diligent? Was I honest in working with those secondary sources in a way, again, that adds to the integrity and the honesty of it? Did I cherry pick some selections and avoid talking about the other secondary sources? So the evidentiary base is important. The secondary source is also important. The other area that graduate students or other people can assess my trustworthiness is evaluating the theory that I bring to it. And so thinking closely about theory choice. So the theory choice that I've made is using a feminist theory. And why that's important, because that theory allows me to explain in a rich and thoughtful way the production of boyhood in a way that other perspectives couldn't. It irons out contradictions and inconsistencies in the evidence that other theories couldn't. So theory choice is important. The use of secondary sources is important, and the evidentiary base and how you've used that, interpreted that, is also important. What I mean by evidentiary base, what does evidentiary base mean? Part of it is ensuring that you've done your due diligence in trying to find as much archival material as possible, of peeking into all the corners, of not leaving a stone unturned, more or less. So your evidentiary base is not only wide, but deep, when I think about how good historians work. That is also providing the reader with quotes clearly and cited clearly. Where did I get that? So if a reader wants to check on my trustworthiness, they can access that archival material. So there it's being very attentive to providing the reader with enough information that they can go themselves to check the claims that I'm making. They can go themselves to check the sources, the primary sources. If I had to give advice to a graduate student who is working within the field of history, one of the things that I do mention to a student would be to ask themselves, when they approach the research or they have a question, is what would a good historian do? So it's not enough just to say, what would an historian do? I want them to think about, what would a good historian do? How would a good historian approach the accumulation of data? How would a good historian interpret the evidence that they have? And how would a good historian use that evidence in a way that adds to the integrity, the honesty, the sincerity, and the trustworthiness of the research that they produce?